So let's consider this proportion. A over x equals x over b. Okay. Now again, that's just a simple proportion there. But remember, the cross products property says we take the product of the extremes, right? So this is supposed to be the smallest number and the biggest number, right? We call those the extremes. Okay. And the product of the extremes is supposed to be equal to, and I'll maybe say product of, the extremes is supposed to be equal to the product of the means. Okay, so the means here in this case are going to be x and x. Okay, so these are again the means. Okay, or those are those numbers that are closer to the middle, maybe closer to each other. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and write product of as well. Okay, so again, the cross products property says that the product of the extremes is equal to the product of the means. Okay, now if we keep reading here, it says in this case, the means of the proportion are the same number. Okay, notice that again, the means are x and x. Okay, so again, the means are the same number, and that the number is the geometric mean of the extreme. So let's take a look at this word geometric mean. Okay, so let me get my pen back here. Okay, it says the geometric mean of two positive numbers. Okay, the geometric mean of two positive numbers is the square root of their product. Okay, so we could look at this specific case. So it says, so the geometric mean of A and B is the positive number x such that x equals the square root of AB, or x squared equals A times B. So this part gets a little bit cloudy for me, this last part, so let me just explain this. Okay, so all we're doing from that original proportion where we had A over x equals x over b, okay, all we're actually doing here is using the cross products property, and so all I'm going to do is take the means here and multiply them together, and I get x squared, and the product of the extremes is actually just a times b. So this is what we get here, right? X squared equals a times b. Okay, now if we were to take that next step and take the principal root of each side, okay, I'm even going to box this as one of my answers here. If I were to take the square root of each side now, all I would get is x equals radical AB, okay, which we can see is actually the same thing right here. Okay, so all it's saying here is that we're basically using the cross products property when those means are actually the same. Okay, I hope this makes sense. We're going to take a look at plenty of examples here that really, this is actually a pretty easy concept.